Hello everyone. This month it's Wonderful World of Words Month, March 2018, and because of that we're going to have a little bit of a change in our videos. Instead of being grammar and spelling tips, you're going to find out a little bit about what different people are reading and why. I'm going to start with what I'm reading at the moment. I'm reading it on my Kindle, so always ask people in what format they read things because there are lots of different ways to get hold of books. I've discovered the writer Anna Katharine Green. She writes murder mysteries, or wrote them, because as you can see, this is her. She was a Victorian lady. Now she writes some really good murder mysteries, to the extent that, because they were pretty sexist in those days, there was a scandal where they would not believe that somebody could write a cop drama novel as accurate and be a woman. They actually didn't think she was a woman, and they discussed it in universities, and she had to show evidence that yes, she was a woman when she wrote. The book that I have been reading is The Affair Next Door. The main character is Amelia Butterworth. Amelia Butterworth is a kind of posh, older, unmarried lady, and she makes it very clear that she chose not to get married, which is quite an unusual choice in those days, because she doesn't like having to settle for second best, and she said, you know, a lot of men were just after my money, so I chose not to get married. So it's quite an interesting book, because in the Victorian times that would have been quite a daring thing to say, and she's quite funny, and she roasts everyone. She takes the mickey out of everyone that she meets, and she solves the murders with the help of the police in quite an accurate way. So it's really good if you like mysteries. But if you're listening to this and you want something that she's read, you might be more interested in this. This character is Violet Strange. So the writer is Anna Katharine Green, and the books are the mysteries of, or the problems of, Violet Strange. Violet Strange is a very rich, glamorous teenage girl living in New York. She's an heiress, and her guardian has told her he will stop her money if she doesn't stop her embarrassing hobby. Her embarrassing hobby is that she is a spy and private detective. So if you like stories where you've got a little bit of glamour, maybe a kind of Victorian or princess kind of figure, and you don't like the kind of, oh, she's locked in a tower, you want her to be feisty, you want her to be solving mysteries, then this is a really good book for you. I've read a couple of her shorter stories. She does things like she crawls into a secret tunnel in the panels of a haunted house, and discovers that the house isn't haunted, but that there was an absolutely dreadful murder that has been covered up, and she solves it all while wearing a ball dress that then she realizes she has to change out of, because her guardian will discover that she's secretly a spy and detective. So if you think that kind of story appeals to you, you can find these free online. If you Google Anna Katharine Green Violet Strange, you'll find them free online. You can find them on Kindle if you've got Kindle, and you can probably find them printed on Amazon too. So if you want to try them out for free, do try them online first. But I would think they're very, very good books. They're also very useful if you are Key Stage 4, because obviously you have to get used to reading Victorian books, and these are quite interesting Victorian books. They sound Victorian, they talk about Victorian things like horses and carts and things, but they're more engaging than perhaps some of the things you have to read in your revision lessons and revision guides. So those are my recommendations, the books of Anna Katharine Green, somebody who paved the way for all female novelists to come, and I would recommend either Amelia Butterworth, or probably more interesting to you guys, Violet Strange. In future weeks we're going to be finding out what other teachers are reading, both fiction and non-fiction, and if any students want to do it, come and find me and I'll do an interview with you too. Happy Wonderful World of Words.